Lionel Messi and Argentina's World Cup stars flew over Buenos Aires in helicopters. After the bus procession was cancelled owing to safety concerns, Lionel Messi and Argentina's World Cup stars flew over Buenos Aires in helicopters. The safety of the millions of fans who had descended onto the streets of Buenos Aires had to be prioritized, so an open-air bus parade honoring Argentina's World Cup heroes had to be suspended halfway through. Instead, the Argentina team's captain Lionel Messi and his colleagues boarded helicopters for what the authorities dubbed an aerial parade flyover of the nation's capital. A representative for President Alberto Fernandez, Gabriela Cerruti, posted on social media that the world champions are flying over the entire route on helicopters because it was impossible to continue by land due to the explosion of people's delight. The crowd size, reported by local media quoting police sources to be 4 million people, prevented the players from getting to the central obelisk monument in Buenos Aires as scheduled. Before the parade was called off, the bus had been traveling slowly for more than 4 hours. Tuesday was a national holiday in Argentina as part of the nation's celebration of the World Cup win. Before the procession was cancelled, football journalist Tim Vickery told Sky News that millions had lined the streets of the capital and that he was thinking it may go disastrously wrong. People from those bridges attempted to leap into the team bus as it passed beneath them. In the end, they were forced to decide to discontinue the bus route because the bus simply couldn't make progress. There were too many people, Vickery said. Advertisement. It seems it was the safest decision, he continued, since it actually looked all too much. As the temperature soared above 30 degrees, celebrating supporters blocked off highways, avenues, and the entrances to the capital. Thousands have been camping out at the obelisk, the usual celebration location, since early Tuesday morning. The helicopters transporting the players made their way back to the Argentine Football Association, FA, offices outside the capital after flying over significant areas of Buenos Aires where fans had gathered. Claudio Tapia, head of the organization, attributed the modification of the schedule to law enforcement. The same security agencies that guided us prevent us from moving further, he complained. They don't let us get to greet all the folks who were at the obelisk. On behalf of all the champion players, 1,000 excuses. I regret it. Argentina won their third World Cup victory, and first since 1986 when legendary footballer Diego Maradona lifted the trophy, as Messi and the other players waved to the people from the bus as they carried the trophy high. While donning the team's jersey, 23-year-old Brian Andrassi commented, "This is lunacy, it's indescribable. Words are not necessary. There is a great sense of satisfaction and unity among all Argentines. There is another energy in the air, it's like you can breathe another air," Victoria Roldan stated. "My heart and body are going to explode." The team had arrived in Argentina early on Tuesday at Ezeiza Airport, where despite it being early, around 3 a.m., 6 a.m. GMT, crowds had gathered to welcome home their heroes with banners, flags, and flares. Around noon, a large crowd had already gathered in downtown Buenos Aires, and main thoroughfares had been closed off for the parade. People sang, played instruments, climbed lampposts and bus stops, and put up banners honoring Messi and the late Maradona. Since the thrilling triumph over France in Sunday's final in Qatar, the Argentine capital has been in full party mode, which has helped cover the country's economic difficulties as it battles one of the highest inflation rates in the world.